Kristin?
Yes.
Rob?
Yes.
We brought you here today to take a lie detector test.
Okay.
I knew this day was coming.
One of you will be hooked up to the machine while the other asks questions, and then you'll switch. Who wants to be in the hot seat first?
I defer to the beautiful lady to my
I think
left.
he should be in the hot seat first. Feel nervous?
Yeah. I was like,
I'm nervous looking at you.
are you going to be a tough interrogator?
I'll try.
I think the whole deal is you're supposed to read it in the most like bloodless manner you can,
I'll
right?
do my
to
best.
like,
Yeah.
you don't want a false reading.
I don't want a false reading. Absolutely. You got to read it like flat.
Really flat.
Right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Is your name Rob Lowe?
Yes.
Were you born in Charlottesville, Virginia?
Yes.
Are you ready to take this lie detector test?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. In the 80s, the New York Times reporter famously dubbed you as part of the Brat Pack. Would you say you were a brat in the 80s?
Yes.
It's been said that Emilio...
I passed. We can stop right now. I passed.
You don't get to pass it.
Right.
I'm in charge.
Right.
It's been said that Emilio Estevez was the unofficial president of the Brat Pack. Did that ever bother you?
Maybe.
I don't think that's an answer. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are all the members of the Brat Pack in a group chat together?
No.
Are you worried there might be one without you?
No.
You were the epitome of a teenage heartthrob when you were younger. Exhibit A. Do you ever worry that you peaked when you were a teenager?
Yes.
Does it offend you that you have never been named People's Sexiest Man Alive?
Yes.
Me too.
Finally.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. You once said...
What more does a person need to do?
I don't know, Rob. Let's continue. You once said that this woman rejected your kiss. Was that the worst rejection you ever faced?
Yes, probably. I mean, let's face it. It's not a good day. in the
Not a
Lowe
good
house.
day. Not a good day. In the film...
Look at her.
I know.
mean,
I know. Put her down.
You want to be
Put her
like...
down. We're done with Jewel. Put her down. In the film...
Oh,
the
I'm done with
interview-
Jewel.
Yes.
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, calm
So
down.
kidding.
Calm
We're
down.
good.
Calm down. Do you feel pressure as a man in Hollywood to look camera ready all the time?
Nah. Nah.
You are the father of 2 sons, Matthew and Johnny.
Mhm.
Do you think that you're a cool dad?
Yeah.
Your sons attended Duke and Stanford. You must be really proud of them, right?
What are you implying?
Do you think that you could have gotten into those colleges?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me if I...
No, I
paid
was
somebody.
not. I would never.
All I had to do to get Matthew into Duke was to tell Coach K that Matthew was 9 feet tall
Stop.
and led the league, and it happened.
Okay, do you feel like you could have gotten into those colleges?
100% no.
Good.
100% no.
Good. Do you think that your sons are smarter than you?
100% yes.
Yes, I agree.
He's telling the truth.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Is it true that you're deaf in one ear?
Yes.
And have you ever used that as an excuse to ignore someone that you didn't want to talk to?
Like every day.
Yes, see?
How do you think I've been married for 29 years?
Ooh, ow, that hurt. That hurt.
Because I love.
That hurt.
I say because I love.
Oh my gosh. Oh dear, we're in trouble now. Okay, this is a big one.
Okay.
Have you ever watched Sex and the City?
An entire episode?
Uh-huh.
Wow, this is pressure.
Wow. You're already in trouble.
I know.
Why are you taking so long to
It's
answer?
so mimosa-centric.
Gosh. Okay, so for the limited amount of an
time.
episode of Sex and the City that you did watch.
I saw a lot of shoes. There was a lot of Sarah's voice.
Yeah.
And a lot of mimosas.
Okay, so I have another question. Let me get to
Did
it.
I miss anything?
Yes, you missed a lot. Okay,
All right,
a lot.
I know.
A lot. You could ask Cheryl what you missed.
Okay.
Okay. So, in the limited amount of Sex and the City that you did deign to watch, did you have a favorite character?
Yours.
Oh.
Charlotte.
Are you lying?
Right?
You did know her name. Good.
See?
Good one. But are you lying right now?
No.
Is he?
That's questionable.
I'm not.
Is he lying?
I know all those girls.
Women.
You were women then.
Yeah, we were. Trust me.
I'm so out.
You've been known to do some good impressions. Can you do an impression of this co-star?
Ooh. Wow, that's like the hardest.
It's pretty hard.
This is called being set up for failure.
It's true. She's not easy.
It's not easy.
Not easy.
First of all, I don't know if I've ever been able to pull off doing a female impression.
Who do you want to do? So we're not going to do Amy Poehler.
I cannot do an Amy Poehler.
It's pretty
for sure
tough.
I can't.
I don't think I could either.
For sure, there's no way I can.
I agree. See, he's being pretty honest. Yeah. If you were asked to do a reboot of Parks and Rec, would you say yes?
100%.
That makes me happy. I loved you on that.
Thank you.
Do you think Anne and Chris are still together?
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes.
No, I don't think so.
Of course.
She moved on a lot. She did. You would have had to really be like pleasing her. Frankly.
Well, if Chris had a shortcoming, it might have been in that area.
It might have been. All right. Did you lie at any point during this lie detector test?
I never did.
He's not a liar.
No,
it's true.
I'm a
Rob
truth
is
machine.
not a liar. It's so true.
I'm a truth machine.
It's true.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I do feel Mindhunter-esque.
It is. It's very Mindhunter.
It is.
Kristen, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Is your name Kristin Davis?
Yes.
Were you born in Boulder, Colorado?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
A little.
Let's begin. You played Charlotte on Sex and the City.
Yes.
Have you ever taken a BuzzFeed quiz to find out which Sex and the City character you are?
No. Don't need to.
That's very true. Would you say that I'm Samantha?
No, I would say you're Carrie.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Number 1 on the call sheet.
Yes, that too.
In the show, your character converts to Judaism. Mm-hmm. Would you ever convert for someone you loved?
It's hard to say. I think if I fell in love hard enough, I might, but I don't really believe that much in organized religion, so I would have to feel like it was incredibly important to that person to do so, like Charlotte felt with Harry.
I think you'd do it. You've expressed your love for the hashtag woke Charlotte memes.
It's true.
Do you consider yourself woke?
I consider myself always on the way to woke. I'm still trying to get there. I don't know who is the official person to say that you have attained woke status. I'm not sure that I'm there yet.
So if you're not woke, would you consider yourself sleepy?
No, I'm awakening. I'm awakening. I'm a blooming flower.
You're not slumbering.
No.
Well, this is an easy one. Would you say you're more woke than I am?
Well, definitely.
She's passing. Okay.
That's not hard to be.
No, it isn't.
No.
If these two women reconcile their differences, would you agree to film another movie? The world awaits your answer.
Of course I would.
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
And who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? You starred in a movie with my brother,
Yes.
Chad Lowe.
Yes, I did. Oh, look how adorable you are.
Was he easier to work with than me?
That is such a hard question. Mm-hmm. And I'm really probably going to shock some people right now.
Remember, you're wearing a lie detector.
I know. The answer is no, he was not.
He had those bad wigs.
He did, and they were a hard situation, and also it was a different time in his life, if you know what I'm saying.
He told me a great story about that movie. He played John Denver, John Denver story.
He did.
And he was worried about the wigs, and
he
the wigs are
all the time
atrocious.
Yes.
And he went to the director, and the director said, "Oh, nobody cares about any of this. They just want to hear you sing the songs."
It's true.
That's just what an actor wants to hear.
Exactly. That is what that
felt good about that
experience was like. Yes.
Oh, is Chad Lowe a better kisser than me?
No.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm
our work
so
is done.
sorry.
Have you ever Oh.
Really bad.
Have you ever called me a diva behind my back?
No. Other things, but not that.
Amazing.
I'm telling the truth, right?
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you watch my Comedy Central roast before deciding to work with me?
I did not, because A, I already knew you, and B, I just think I kind of forgot it was on, though I would love to watch it now.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely fun.
I would think it would be fun to roast you, yes.
And it's fun to be roasted. I might
Was
add.
it? Oh, good.
Oh, well, if you had to roast me, what would you say?
Wow, gosh. Whew, where to begin? I mean, I think I would talk about the salad.
That's
secrets.
short term. That's a term for my hair.
Yes, all the salad fixins.
A lot of fixins.
A lot of fixins going on.
It's got to be properly tossed.
Man. Properly tossed. I mean, it goes on.
America demands it. Ooh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
You played Joey's love interest in an episode of Friends.
I did.
Is Sex and the City better than Friends?
This is such an unfair question, but I'm going to have to say yes, because I gave my life to one of those shows, and it wasn't Friends. I just guest starred on Friends, so I'm just going to have to say yes, because I just have to. I can't let my fans down.
100% agree.
Really?
Is Parks and Rec better than Sex and the City?
You know, with that one, I feel like they're apples and oranges. I really like Parks and Rec. I probably saw every episode. I really, really like that show. But I feel like they're so different. I don't know how. I feel like with comedy, to compare them and say one's better and one's not, it's kind of tough.
100%.
Yeah.
You played the role of Jenna the toothbrush girl on Seinfeld.
I did.
Have you ever put someone's toothbrush in the toilet to get back at them?
No, I just don't think that would ever occur to me.
It's not really in your nature, is it?
No, it's really odd.
Yeah, I don't even need the lie detector to tell me that I'm telling the truth.
You know me well.
I do.
You do.
Who was more fun to work with than me? Was Jerry Seinfeld more fun than me? Is this
Here
man?
he is. This is Jerry. This man. He was fun, but he really liked to scare me and make me nervous. So this was at the heyday of Seinfeld, and there were like 35 million people watching every episode. And so every time before rolling, he'd just whisper in my ear, 35 million people. And I would just be like, ah! And then we'd be rolling. And I would have to act.
Not to age you or me.
I know.
35 million people watching an episode of television.
A different world, right?
The most popular episode of television now, they're thrilled if it's 6 million.
I know it. It's a different world. We lived through some times, babe.
Wow.
I know it. I know it.
Is Jerry Seinfeld better looking than me?
Gosh, I have to think so hard. I'm just going to have to say no.
Would you say Curb Your Enthusiasm is funnier than Seinfeld?
No. No, I would not. I'm not the biggest Curb fan.
No?
No, I watch it, but I don't love it the way I love Seinfeld.
Jerry's butt-tight dad jeans were a real barrier of entry for me.
Wow. Oh, my God. It was the times, babe. You know?
I guess.
Yeah, it was the times.
The clean Nikes. Ooh.
He could wear anything he wanted.
Uber starched.
It's true.
Red.
I mean, he has a kind of an OCD quality about it.
Literally, like.
Right, but that's why it was funny that I threw the toothbrush in his toilet. That was why it was funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's right. The toothbrush girl.
But Jessica puts up with them, so it's all working out.
And she's genius.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself an avid reader?
Yeah.
I've written 2 books. Have you read both of them?
I've only read one. I'm really sorry. But it was excellent, and I tweeted about it, and I don't know if you saw that.
You did.
Okay, good.
You did. You're off the hook.
No.
Is it true you love skydiving? Is it?
Yes. I would not skydive now that I have my children, which I think is your next question, but I did skydive before I had any children, and I was thrilled. It was like a drug. I was like, let's go again.
Would you let your kids skydive?
Oh, that's a big question. I mean, they'd have to be a lot older, and it would have to be tandem. I think if they really wanted to, I probably couldn't stop them. I'd be nervous. Would you?
I don't want to do it, and I'm not scared of much.
It was pretty darn exciting, right?
I know, and everybody loves it, and I don't know why. I'm just trusting my gut on this one.
Well, I think that's fair because I wouldn't want anything to happen to you.
We don't want that.
No.
You're a huge philanthropist, which I know to be true.
Yes.
Do you think other celebrities might partake in charity just to become, favorable? Or as my kids would say, to get clout?
I do think that does happen,
Clout chasing celebrities?
I do think that happens, and I don't know that it's the worst thing in the world. There's worse things they could be doing.
I agree, by the way. I don't care what the motives are. As long as it's doing something good, I don't care.
And if it calls attention to an issue or a problem, then
I don't care.
For it.
I'm
it's
with
all
you.
right.
Do you think I should do more charity work?
No, you do a ton. You work for the Wounded Warriors. I follow you. I know what you do.
I
You
do.
rescue dogs. You and Cheryl had that whole dog thing with like 30, 40 dogs once at your house, getting
my
groomed and stuff. You got a lot going on.
I do, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I know this isn't true.
What?
Is it true you get your best sleep on airplanes?
No, that actually is true.
Is it true?
You know what happened?
Except for the flight that you and I took together to
No,
Africa.
that's true. Well, I had a 5-month-old, okay? So, I was nervous that he was going to wake up everybody. That was my fear because we were in a very nice plane and, there were a lot of people there. When we would work on Sex and the City, we would work all night, Friday into Saturday morning. And if I had Monday off, I would fly home to LA to here. And so the second I would drive directly from our set at Silver Cup to JFK and get on the plane, and I would be out before we took off because that rumbling of getting the plane ready, it like trained me.
I think that, the air,
Yeah.
I think there's something in the air.
I think that could
It
be
knocks
true.
me out. Honestly,
Me too,
it knocks-
see? This is an actor thing.
I can't
We
keep
just
I can't keep my eyes open.
Yeah,
I really
bonk.
truly can't.
I know. Normally, if I don't have a baby with me, I'm asleep.
Do you think that people when you're sleeping on the planes, do you think people are watching you?
Unfortunately, probably. But you know what? What are you going to do?
Have you ever woken up to go on Twitter to see a picture of yourself sleeping on the plane?
No, have you?
Yes, I have.
Did you look okay?
My mouth was open.
Drool?
It looked like I'd had a stroke.
Do you take pictures on planes with people?
I do.
You're
I've learned that it's
a
easier to
mensch.
say yes than say no.
It's true. It is hard to say no.
I don't love doing it all the time, but it's like it's all good.
It's true. It's hard to say no.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Oh, yeah.
No, good. Me too.
Yeah.
Just about 5 minutes ago. Have you ever Googled me?
I don't think so.
don't think so.
I think there's things I wouldn't need to see.
I'm only interested in myself. I assume you're the same way.
No, I would Google people if I didn't know them before I worked with them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like we've known you our whole lives, basically. I mean, there's not a lot of secrets, I don't think. And if there were, I wouldn't want to find out.
Have you ever used your giant fandom around your character in Sex and the City to get a good table at a nice restaurant?
Yeah, probably yeah.
In New York, though, they have like a seat permanently for any of you girls.
Pretty much.
Right?
Pretty much. I mean, there's sometimes some stress. They'll look a little scared, like, oh my gosh, I've got to find a seat
Can
for
you
them.
walk down the streets of New York and Milano?
Definitely not. No, definitely not. I have to move a lot quicker than that. You don't want to be wearing high heels.
No.
You would need to be having an umbrella and a hat.
Cannot be carrying a what? Mimosa.
Definitely not, but it's not the drink of the show.
Oh, I beg to differ.
No, darling, Cosmopolitan.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yes.
I haven't had a drink in 29 years.
I know. I haven't either, but I would never walk around carrying a drink.
Wait,
even if I did drink.
Wait, a mimosa is with
It's like orange juice. It's
What
like
am
for
I thinking?
brunch. I don't know.
I need
You're a
to redo
silly
this
man.
entire interview.
You're a very silly man. I let you get away with it for a while.
For the record, I don't think there were mimosas in Sex and the City.
I think you do, but it's fine. You've already admitted you didn't watch an entire episode, so come on.
We're in a Christmas movie together.
Yes, we are.
You planning on getting me a Christmas gift this year?
No, because number one, I think you could possibly be like the most difficult person to buy a gift for in the world.
Why?
Because you have everything.
I do not.
You do.
Tell you what I don't have.
What?
A stand-up paddle hydrofoil board.
Okay.
Just saying.
Wow. Anyone out there has a
Hint to
whatever
my wife
he just
and
said
child.
that's like hanging out, available for
Hint,
use.
hint.
I don't know what it is.
All right.
Sounds athletic. I don't know.
It's a real thing.
Okay.
Okay, now I need to know, did you lie at any point during this lie detector test that
No.
we didn't catch you?
No.
And what's the final result?
She is telling the truth.
Yay! Congratulations. I'd expect nothing less.
That was fun.